Hi everybody, this is Michelle at Cave of Crystal and welcome to our next video. This one is going to be about one of my most favorite stones to work with and just to have in my presence, and that I am talking about is quartz. Everybody thinks, oh, quartz, the most common crystal on the planet. What's so special about it? Now, working with quartz comes in many different forms. You have the ice crystal, like this one here, where it's clear quartz, rainbows inside. I use this one particularly for dreaming. You can use quartz for anything, and it's a great stone to have in your arsenal. It amplifies the energy of all the other crystals, and just for absolute sheer beauty, quartz comes in so many forms: points, clusters, chunks. And scientifically, it was used to create quartz radios, which were very important during the Second World War. And now you may not find quartz radios, you may not find quartz timepieces as frequently, but quartz has always been used traditionally to conduct energy. So quartz crystals, really important. Another type of quartz is smoky quartz. This is irradiated quartz. And this quartz can range in colors from a very pale smoky to a dark smoky like this one to even a black smoky. Some are helped along by humans. They heat them even further to make them darker. But most natural smoky, you can see, is like this color. And this one, it has phantoms, so you can see where the quartz has grown, stopped, and then started growing again, which I just love. Another type of quartz is amethyst. So this beautiful purpley, grapey color is thought to come from manganese in the stone, and then again in the earth. The stone gets heated to a certain degree, and different conditions cause the stone to develop different types of purple color. It can go from this grapey purple to, you can see this cathedral behind me, which is really dark amethyst, ranging up to a lighter amethyst. And it can be very pale and lilac, or it can be very dark and almost like black purple in intensity. So amethyst is one of those quartz crystals that are really incredible. It's a master healer stone if you're into healing, but just in terms of collecting, it's a beautiful piece. It's beautiful to see this natural purple color. Lastly, I want to talk a little bit about citrine. Citrine grows in similar pattern to amethyst, but it is irradiated in a different way. So yes, there are natural citrines, and there are ones that are heat-treated citrines, which are just mean that we took some amethyst, people heated it up to get it to its citrine state sooner, because citrine is a little bit rarer. Amethyst is pretty common. So this piece, I love it. It's like a big teardrop of citrine, but this color is absolutely gorgeous. And then there's a combination of smoky citrine. So when citrine and smoky grow together, again, there's an irradiation process that goes on, so the color varies. So natural citrine is very pale yellow usually, and it usually grows as crystal points. But to me, it doesn't matter whether it's irradiated by the earth or irradiated by humans. It's the same stone. Some people really are very protective about citrine, because I think a lot of times people market it as natural citrine when it is heat treated. So that, I think, caused a lot of the controversy with citrine. Citrine's beautiful to work with. It's such a happy, sunshiny stone, bringing good fortune and good luck, and really powerful healer. So however you decide to work with your citrine, it's in that quartz family. So I'm turning to my favorite book. I've shown this on my live shows. This book I got out of the library when I think I was in 5th grade, and I kept getting it out over and over again because I just loved it. It's your basic rocks and minerals guide, and it's a golden nature guide. It's for kids, but it is, and it's from the 50s, but it's chock full of really great stuff. Now, this book has been through a war because I lent it to a friend of mine when I was 10 or so, and his dog ate it, literally. So my mom actually had to buy this from the library because it was so damaged. But I've kept it because it's a great resource. Now, quartz, even though it is one of the most common stones, minerals in the Earth's crust, it forms a really important part of the structure and bones, if you want to call them, of the Earth. And so at different temperatures, quartz crystallizes in different ways. And I just explained to you, I showed you the different types of quartz, or some of the different types of quartz, I should say. There's lots of different types of quartz, but some of the different types of quartz that we think of as being in the quartz family. The crystal structure is often an aid in determining the temperature conditions under which a rock is formed. So geologists can tell a lot about the structure of the Earth's crust by looking at quartz crystals and looking at whether or not they've experienced this kind of irradiation, have manganese growing in them, have experienced this kind of heat irradiation, and date how old certain areas of the Earth are versus other areas of the Earth. See how the crystal quartz clusters may form. Some of the famous ones are like even here in the U.S. The Arkansas quartz mines are absolutely amazing. So there's a lot of scientific data that can be gleaned from just looking at your quartz crystals. Now, quartz can occur in a lot of different forms. It can form these hexagonal crystals. It can double terminate, like a Herkimer diamond is a double terminated quartz. Larger crystals found lining cavities. So you'll see in caves the structure of the quartz just riding right up the wall in tiny little points going all the way up. That's a different formation of quartz. They're cut as gemstones, they're cut as rock crystal. You can, it used to be used in watches and, as I said, in radios and transmitters. So quartz is one of these incredible stones that forms the backbone of our very planet that we live on, which we are part of, not separate from. So learning about quartz is really, really helpful in understanding our planet, how it formed, where these quartz crystals came from, and why. So there are two kinds of quartz. There's crystalline quartz. This is crystalline quartz, which forms like rose quartz, blue quartz, citrine, milky quartz, smoky quartz, amethyst, clear quartz. It can have iron oxide, which may turn it like a reddish color. It might have hematite inside of it, which gives these red caps, and that can appear both in quartz and in amethyst. You may see blue quartz is one of those things that you don't see as often. It's much more rare than other types of quartz. Cat's eye, tiger's, like natural cat's eye, natural tiger's eye, those are quartz crystals as well. The other type of quartz is called cryptocrystalline quartz, and includes a whole variety of stones that you may not think of as quartz. Chalcedony, carnelian, jasper, all the different kinds of jasper, all quartz. Flint is a microcrystalline quartz. Chrysoprase is a microcrystalline quartz. Agate, there's quartz onyx. Now, not to be confused with calcite onyx, but there is quartz onyx. That's usually the black and white onyx that you see. That is a type of microcrystalline or cryptocrystalline quartz. There's sardonyx, chert, brachiated chert. There's a whole bunch of pictures in this book of stones that are all this cryptocrystalline quartz. I never knew that jasper was quartz. I never knew that agate, I thought there's quartz in agate, but I never considered it to be a type of quartz in and of itself. So these are just a really brief kind of overview of all the types of quartz that exist on the planet. And I really encourage you to sit and figure out which type resonates with you. Which type do you want to have in your home that you want to work with, perhaps wear as jewelry, do healing work with. There's, lots and lots of different kinds I didn't even get into, like golden healer or fire quartz or Herkimer diamonds. I didn't even touch any of those. So this is just kind of giving you some food for thought. Think about how you would like to interact with quartz in your life and in your crystal practice, and as a gemologist or a geologist and collector. Quartz is absolutely one of the most beautiful and precious stones. As abundant as it may be, it always makes my heart jump to see a rainbow in a quartz. I don't know about you, but it's probably one of my most favorite things, is finding the rainbow in a quartz. And those of you who are just as addicted to crystals as I am know what I'm talking about. So if you want to know more about quartz, I really suggest you Google, get some books out on geology, really read about it and read about its history. It's really fascinating. And I hope that this was helpful for you and hope spur you on to go find your own and find which type of quartz speaks to you. So take care, and I'll see you around, and you can always join me live on Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern for my live shows. Almost every Sunday I'll have a live, and I'm also posting some palms over on Facebook for sale, different types of quartz palms, so you can start your exploration with quartz. So take care, and I will see you around.